Well, hello there. Master Hellish here, and welcome to a special Friday night live stream where we're going to be having a crack live of KSP2. Let's take a deep breath and get ourselves ready for what may or may not be ahead of us. So this countdown timer here, not really appropriate for tonight. We're going to have a little chat and then go in when I feel we're ready. So we're going to hide it. Oop, gone. There we go. So that countdown timer normally allows us to have a little bit of an update, a little bit how's your day, this is what's coming up, important things you might need to know before we jump into the game. But today I'm going to play it a little bit more by ear. We're going to talk in the chat a little bit about expectations and things like that. A little bit about what we know, what we're looking forward, what we might want to have to investigate tonight. Okay. So yeah, there we go. Now, one of the things we're going to... You like the use of the thumbnail? Ah, yes, Brandon, yes. Well, the Having a Crack series, this is actually the 69th episode of the Having a Crack series. It's a slow-running series that I've done for a long time. And this is exactly what it is. Now, we don't normally do it live. Normally it's a video and it's not really that scripted, but there's a little bit of a kind of a structure to it. But we're gonna do this one live. I think more of this sort of thing live is better. I really enjoy the interaction between me and you guys. Good luck not blowing stuff up. We're gonna deliberately blow stuff up. Oh, sure we. We'll probably blow stuff up by accident too as well. Right then. So KSP2, Kerbal Space Program 2. What do we know? Well, we know that it's launched around, I think it was 1 o'clock UTC today. So the game has been out for approximately 7 hours. I did already purchase and download the game. And what else did I do? I loaded it up, made sure it worked, and I did a couple of frames tests, frames per second tests, just to see how, whether my computer can run KSP in full high settings, 1440p, and potentially stream at the same time. I didn't want to just kill the stream. So hopefully the stream will not die, but we'll see. My computer is relatively happy at the moment. I've actually got my Radeon tools. Is it Radeon? What's it called? I can't remember the name of the application. But I've got the application open that tells me my PC stats, like CPU utilization at 14% at the minute. Bearing in mind that I use CPU encoding because I've got a beefy CPU. Well, I say beefy. It's beefy to me. It's a lot beefier than the last one. If you want to look at my PC stats, and that might be relevant tonight, you want to head out to my website, masterhellish.net. And if you click the About option in the menu, there is not only the kind of equipment I use and a bit of information about me, but there's also my computer components. So if you want to know what monitors I use, all this sort of good stuff, including the CPU, the RAM, it's all listed there. Okay. The GeForce experience, except the Radeon one. Yes, it's the AMD software, and I can't remember what the name is. Eggs here as well. Should we try spinning a wheel to see if the wheel can pick up the YouTube viewers, just for the fun of it? So let's spin wheel on the chat. Let's spin live stream on chatters. We've had some API issues recently, and ooh, well, no, it looks like it's working. Unless above the line is in Twitch, and I can see Brandon twice. One presumably is Twitch, and one is presumably YouTube. So it looks like it's fine. Lewis R, yeah, you're in there as well. Okay, so RestreamBot is nothing to do with me. We don't care about RestreamBot really. It's an extra little nice to have. That proves that the API integration at the moment with YouTube between my tools and YouTube is working. So hopefully hopefully we're going to have hellish points tonight. It hasn't been working for a while. Okay, the short version of the story is why hellish points wasn't working was hellish tools try to send messages to YouTube. If it fails, it will retry. I ended up with a massive amount of messages that were retrying constantly. And also the API was just like, no, you're sending me too much stuff. Fail. You're using too many API credits. You're not having it. So what I've got ways of clearing it out now, and it automatically handling it better. We've also got a better understanding about how much the API costs to use. Right. We've got a few people in. It's all looking like we're good. Right. Has anybody got any questions about Kerbal Space Program before we go into it? Anything? Oh, Lewis. I feel bad now that Lewis got a wheel spin result and didn't get anything for it. Brandon, can you give him 10 hellish points? Just give Lewis 10 hellish points. There you go. If you're using it, I don't even know if you're on the website, to be honest, Lewis. I mean, you should do. There's no reason why you shouldn't sign up and get your username on the website and start collecting hellish points, because hopefully we're going to be able to bring things in that you can spend your hellish points on. Some of them will be interesting, some of them won't. Long view. Well, what you need to do, Lewis, is you need to go into your profile. If you log into portal.masterhellish.net, you'll be able to click the thing, and there's an option there for you to add an external username, and it's all explained. Portal.masterhellish.net. So there we go. Anyway, there doesn't appear to be any questions about KSP2. So I'm going to launch the game and we're going to give it a go. I'm going to do something that I don't normally do, and that's I'm going to try and show my whole screen so that we can see the loading screen, the loading times. And then what I will do is we will use like my default overlay once we get into game or something. So let me see if what the button is for that. There we go. So in my Steam library, you can see that I had CSGO open not long ago. I was again stress testing my CPU to give you an idea of how good my CPU is. No, sorry, my GPU. My GPU can max out the 400 frames per second limit on CSGO whilst only using 50% of its utilization. So you can get 400 frames per second on CSGO with my Radeon RX 6800 XT at 50%. So let's play Kerbal Space Program. Well, we've got the publisher's launcher. We've got a splash screen, the publisher, a load of other bits and bobs. CSGO does have a cap, Brandon. Yes, 400. KSP1 has a cap. Here we go. This is currently the menu screen, and oh, you got no sound. Hang on, let me see if I can fix that. That is a Streamlabs desktop issue, I believe. Let me have a look. Properties. Yep. Boop and back. There we go. Good evening. A launcher for the launcher. Yeah. It's a little bit interesting, isn't it? You had your doubts about buying it or not. Hopefully this will clear them out. Fed, prepare to be disappointed is what I would say. I don't think we're going to clear much up tonight. I think we're just going to have muddy water for a while. The thing is, and I'll say this before we get properly going on it, right? Let's say KSP is this good here, right? KSP2 is this good, okay? Now, it's okay being this good, but we want it to be better. But is it going to go like this and not really get much better or a little bit better? Or is it going to get much, much better very quickly? Or is it going to get better slowly and then quickly? Like, what's the progression of betterness? We don't know. Is it even going to get better at all? And I would say, without knowing how the development's going on and the rate of improvements we're going to get and the quality of improvements we're going to get, it's very difficult to say right now. But let's find out where we are at this starting point, shall we? Let's do that tonight. Right, where's my mouse cursor? I've lost my mouse cursor. Okay, here we go. This might or might not work. Let's see. Give it a second to pick the game up. No? Yep, there we go. Okay, it has picked the game up. Right then. You'll tell us in a year. Yeah, exactly. Brandon says it's currently worse in terms of mechanics. No. Features, I think, is the word you're looking for there, Brandon. I know where you're going. Brandon says it's worse in terms of features. It's just because it's not all there yet. We know that already. We already know that the game isn't all there. I feel like I need to move my head because I'm in front of the logo. Like, no, that's not my head. It's like, where am I? Here we go. I'll sit up here for now. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about the price for an early access game. It does look way better already. We're only in the menu. But what you got to remember is that KSP 1 is still £30 at the moment, base price. So let's have a quick look at the set. What's in the extras? Credits, ELA, private supplies, turns. Oh, okay, we don't need that right now. So in the settings, the graphics, I have got it set to 1080 at the moment because that's what I stream at. But I don't see any reason why I shouldn't bump it up to my full screen and then my computer can downscale it for you guys. I don't know why some of those buttons were both on medium and high. Let's go back out and go settings, graphics. Okay, it doesn't seem to be a problem now. Also, it's accepted my screen resolution change without me applying settings. Let's reset all the graphics settings. Oh, that's just messed my whole computer up. Oh no. That's horrible. Okay, what do I do? Let's go to borderless and apply the settings and see if that helps. Yes. Okay, that unmessed it up. Let's just make sure that these ones here are set to high. Apply the settings. Okay. Okay. There's a bit of a screen jitter when I apply settings and stuff, and it's pushing my other windows around on my second monitor. So there we go. Hit the play button and go. We're fine. We're fine. Menus could... Yeah, one of the things I don't like about this is in KSP1, down here there was a button. So you've got this apply and you've got reset, but there's no kind of like apply and close or save and close. It's already lagging in the menu? No. No, it's really... I mean, I can bring up my overlay and I can move my head. Let's see if I can move my head down. I don't know where I'd put it, but let's go down in this corner. And if I put the switch scenes, there we go. I can... Oh, the camera moved back. Hang on a second. Let me move... See, I'm doing this for you guys, alright? Right, tell you what, let's get rid of the cam box, because that's pointless right now. Let's just move the camera. There we go. Now we can see the statistics, or we will be able to see the statistics of my computer and the frame rate. There we go. So you can see that we're running at 150 frames per second at the moment. You got some few frame drops when... Yeah, I mean, when you click apply settings and stuff. So basically, I've turned all the settings nearly all the settings were on high. There was one of them was on medium here, and it was in 1080. So I've put it up to 1440. So there we go. But what I was saying was there should be a save and close button down here. There isn't. And in KSP1, there was. Where's the button? You've taken away our button, but you have to click this little back button up there. Right then, let's do it. Should we play with the overlay turned on? Are you guys interested to see what my GPU and frames are doing for now? Right, so this is my testing before everything save, just to make sure that the game could run on my computer and it was worth streaming and that it wasn't maxing everything out terribly. You was hoping they'd solve the terrible user interface. I mean, it's not a terrible user interface in my opinion. It just needs more work. So, I mean, so far all I've done is complained about a button that's missing. So let's start a new campaign. We'll do normal difficulty. Just leave everything normal because I believe it is like sandbox right now, like creative. I don't know if I can inject a flag anymore, but we'll have a flag anyway. Campaign name: Having a Crack, and the agency name is got to be Hellish Space. There we go. Start campaign. Overlay hidden by your face cam a bit. Yeah, so what you're missing there in the overlay is my CPU. Oh no, it's the frequency and the temperature of my CPU. You can see the utilization of that. Oh, here we go. Having a Kraken. Haha.
Your new space program, leaping forward into the cosmos. Since the dawn of Kerbal kind, we have looked to the sky and wondered what sublime mysteries lie hidden in the darkness, like jewels never beheld. These untold treasures may soon reveal themselves due to the efforts recently founded Kerbal Space.
Oh my, I think that might have been the only copy of the orientation film. Hold on, slides, somewhere. Welcome to your first day running the Kerbal Space Program. This campus hosts the greatest ever gathering of astronomers, astronauts, and engineers. After years of focused effort, this collection of geniuses has created...
Why is my GPU at 98% for the intro?
We believe we have all the necessary pieces to take our first steps off the ground. The best way to advance our technologies further is to get up there and learn by doing. All we need now is somebody to show us how to put all these parts together. Well, we also need somebody to help us out with the flying. We need a lot of help, actually. That's why you're here. My name is Paige, by the way. If you need any hints, feel free to visit me over at the training center. Everything in there is well padded, so it's a great place to get up and running. Welcome aboard!
There is no reason why that cutscene should max out my GPU. Right? I mean, I'm even getting, like, my computer is not running smooth in other areas as well. Okay, so can I move this? Okay, I can't move this, so I'll hide the overlay temporarily. Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Center. This campus has everything you need to turn your fledgling space program into the stuff of legends. Brandon says this does not bode well for my computer. Yeah. This room's probably going to get quite warm. Also, I've noticed that my VRAM utilization is at 13 gig. That's ridiculous. Anyway, let's continue. Our engineers have created a training program that guides you through building and flying your very first rocket. You can go through the lessons here at the training center. If you want to start building right away, you can go to the vehicle assembly building. And that's it. Let's get those stats back on the screen. So yeah, you can see the you can see that VRAM utilization, 13 gig by the looks of it. Is this game the new Crisis? But can it run KSP? Is that downscaling of the stream? My stream is being downscaled, yeah. But I was getting these sorts of, well, my frame rate's at 43 at the minute, and I was getting about, I don't know. Let's see if we can launch a rocket. Yeah, it's been downscaled to 1080. I mean, I could run it at 1080. Okay, here we go. We've got more messages. Welcome to the Vehicle Assembly Building, or VAB. This is where you will assemble vehicles to take you wherever you want to go. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, so it's going to tell us all sorts of things. The parts picker, we know that from KSP1. Good to have a command pod, an engine and a fuel tank. Yep, that's what I told my daughter. There's parts in categories, and you can have favourites. That's nice. It's telling us that we can construct several assemblies or sections of your vehicle at the same time. This is something that we couldn't do in KSP1. So whilst quite a few people have pointed out that KSP2 doesn't have all the features of KSP1, you got to remember that this is early access. There's still features to be added. There's a big roadmap and all that sort of stuff. We've already got some features in KSP2 that weren't in KSP1. So this is a good indication, he says, with his GPU set at 97% and running at 116 frames per second, doing nothing. The engineers report to see how your vehicle will perform. Okay, that's that thing flashing down here. That's nice to know. Here's a trip planner. Okay. And what you ready to fry? Fry? You ready to fry? Fry some food. Have you figured out how to read the whole description of the parts? You couldn't scroll. Okay, we'll have a look. Training center has got more. Okay, let's do something basic. Let's get a pod. Have we got... Yeah, there we go. There's a command pod. Nice. So when I move the command pod up, I think it recentered my view. It seemed to the first time. Oh no, wait, as soon as you move the mouse, then it does it. Okay. I like that, that's good. I guess we could get a tank. Are these procedural tanks or are they just tanks? Let's have a look. It's got a fixed mass. Yeah, it's a fixed tank. Let's get a bigger tank on that, shall we? There's also simulator rocket modes where you don't have to waste your rockets with a non-reload mode. Yeah. What's my mission? My mission is to boldly investigate like no hellish has investigated before. Okay. Well, it's looking cool. We haven't done any paint jobs or anything yet. Oh, we need a stack decoupler in there. Okay, so it's clicking around and feeling nice. Okay. Even back. You'd be lucky. My computer would probably pack in before then. Radial decouplers? Why not? Let's go full blown on this. Let's get a smaller fuel tank on the side. Yep. Can we move that down easily? Oh look, okay, so when you are connecting the tank up, it shows you kind of like, oh, the tank is going to be fueling that engine. Like that's where the fuel's going to be draining to. Right, we need some aerodynamics. Let's put some nose cones on them. Most of the old controls seem to be working quite nicely. The hotkeys are the same as KSP1. All the hotkeys I've tried so far do appear to be the same as KSP1, Brandon. That's right. Is the game much more optimized than the first KSP? Little confused on the differences between the two. Okay, so KSP2 is in early development. There's going to be a lot of extra features that aren't in KSP1, but at the moment, because it's in early development, there's not a lot of features. I don't know what... The thing is that I don't know what my... I did a benchmark. I opened KSP1 before the stream and launched a simple rocket, and I was maxing out the frames because on KSP1 I think they limit you to 180 frames. Oh, hang on, have I got VSync turned on? Settings, graphics. Yes. Let's turn that on, off, sorry, because that will allow our frames to bounce around more. I can't remember what I'm running my monitor at, but I'm pretty sure it's a 140 something hertz monitor. Anyway, there we go. Turn VSync off for the purposes of working things out. Right, we've got a stack decoupler in. Side boost, so let's do our staging. So adding a bit of staging, that was quite easy. Moving things around. That's good. There's not really an indication of what you're dragging. Oh, hang on, you're behind the camera. Let me move the camera. Okay, so when you're dragging the staging around, like, I can't really see easily what I'm moving because they're just not there. Like I'm moving the engine right now, but I have no idea that I'm actually moving the engine. All I know is that I'm moving something. I'm not 100% sure what I picked up. So there's an opportunity for improvement there. Okay, let me move me back over here. Yeah. The thing is that there's not a massive amount of things in the game yet. We've got procedural wings and stuff which we'll have to try out. Do we want some landing legs on this? I don't think so. What are we going to have? Oh, a parachute. Parachute's a good idea, isn't it? No, we don't want radial parachutes. No. That's a bit big. That's a bit big. There we go. Parachute! Yes, I was able to do that. This parts manager is a little bit rubbish. So in the old KSP1, you'd right-click and you'd get like a tooltip pop-up. And that tooltip pop-up would show you what you needed to know for that particular part. But now we've got this big long parts manager, and you right click on it and it switches to the different items, and you can just like, is it good? I kind of like it, but it's just floating there in the way. Like, maybe it needs to be docked somewhere. Can I close it? I can close it. Okay, let's get the engineer's report. So it does give us our thrust to weight ratio, which is a little bit rubbish, actually. We probably need a little bit... What we need is a little bit more oomph at launch. So let's get some launch oomph. That's better. Put them in the same thing. They moved it, yeah. They disconnected the part with the user interface. Yeah, I don't know. To me, I liked the UI, the part next to it, but then I don't know. This does feel a little bit better, but I just wish it was docked at the side. Yeah. You know, you've got the parts catalog on one side, the parts manager on the other side, and then your staging would probably have to move in a bit, but I'm happy with that. Should we give this a go? I think we can give this a go. We've got all the basic stuff. We've got coupling and There's all sorts of different payloads and struts and things and wingy bits. Let's go, I guess. Should we launch it? Have people been getting viewer plus points as well? Let's see. Let's look at Brandon. 511 refresh. Yep, people have been getting viewer plus points. Not viewer plus points, sorry, hellish points. Viewer plus get extra points. Maybe on bigger rockets, yeah. Let's go. Okay. I don't want the parts manager. They want to give us some pointers, so it's telling us about the flight cluster, which they used to call the nav ball. I like this interface. It's this bit down here tells you, oh, you hover over it, we get a bit of tooltips. What's this? This is our altimeter, surface velocity, angle, heading, RCS. I like this new nav ball. The nav ball is probably just the bit in the middle, but the whole thing itself they're calling the flight cluster. I like it. And the fact that it's not in the middle, to me, is a good thing. Because if it was in the middle, it'd be covering up the bottom of the rocket. Yeah, we need to make sure we don't hit the tower. It's telling us that we've got our speed stuff down here. Time warp, that looks good. We've got our staging. It's telling us our staging is down here, but it's actually pointing at our engines. If you'd like to learn to fly safe. Oh, flying a safe you can simulate. Okay. In the training center. No. We don't want to fly safe. That 100 there. You see where my mouse is? Next to the green bar. The throttle, I think that is. The 100 isn't displaying correctly there. Where is the fuel these days? It's here. Just next to my head. Do you want me to move me again a little bit? I'll move me in a little bit. I think that should do it. There we go. I'll have to find a place for me to be on these if I'm going to be streaming this game. I'm getting a lot of lag in my Streamlabs application, and I'm currently pulling 53 frames per second. You have to remember, folks, that I am streaming at the same time as playing. So, right. So we've got. Oh, I see. So, the fuel is shown in the staging now. So there is overall resources up here for batteries and overall for. Looks like fuel maybe, but then the actual engine stuff at the bottom there shows you the liquid fuel and the oxidizer for both of them. What is the spacebar key doing? Okay, I don't know, but let's launch this, shall we? Yeah, the Streamlabs app does struggle. Water jets, sparky bits, and we have liftoff. Nice. Sound is good. Ground speed is increasing a lot. I'm going to just slow that down a little bit. 38 frames per second apparently right now. That's not too bad. Let's put that resource overlay there for a moment. You can see my GPU's at 95%. 35 frames. We're climbing. We're at about 2 kilometers up. So let's start pitching over. There appears to be a graphical issue with my clouds. Around the edges of the rocket and in the sky. Have I checked the centre of mass? Nah, I'm a pro. I don't need to do that. Okay. I do like... I do like the new nav ball. The rocket is a little twitchy. Liquid fuel is starting to get a little bit low on those side engines. What? We're up to 6 kilometers now. I did my turn to... I have no idea what's wrong with the clouds. That is very broken, isn't it? Yeah, there is a problem with those clouds. Maybe we can, like, change a setting or something and see what might be different. Okay. Looks like we're about to stage. Okay. Well, we have managed to stage. We're 10 kilometers up and we're still accelerating nicely. 40% thrust still. You know what? I'm going to whack that up to 100. Yeah, the clouds are broken. It's noisy. Well, there's the moon. I don't know which way we're going, actually. Looks like we are going for a polar orbit. We go to map mode. Oh, here we go, look. So apparently we're going to hit Kerbal. Oh yeah, we're going in a polar orbit, look. Apparently we're not going to go up very high. Alright. Use more fuel. Apparently we're nearly in space. We're still in the atmosphere. 53 frames per second at the moment. That's not too bad. It's telling me about the map view. That can go away. We're going to run out of fuel. That's not too bad, actually. We're going to land on the dark side of the planet. Well, apart from the clouds, it looks nice. Like if we just look up. Right? Gather science. I'm not going to EVA. You know what? I have no idea how to gather science in this mode. Let's try and warp to... Time warp to point. Okay, that's not too bad. Time warp limited due to proximity. Okay. Oh, the star looks beautiful. Can I hide my interface? I doubt it. There was a button in KSP1, wasn't there? Yeah, I don't think they've added science. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. So there's the moon. Looks really nice. And we haven't even gone there yet. That still looks a bit messed up. Like, look, we got these circles on the planet. I don't know if that's coming across on the stream. So, I want to be heading prograde. So let's turn the rocket engine on to minimum. Oh, that was quite cool. Look, there's startup and end animations. See the little flash? There we go. I just realised... Oh, no, there isn't heating on this one, so we're alright. I was going to say, I just realised that I didn't put any, like, ablator on. Might be an anti-aliasing thing. It might be. We'll try a few settings in a minute when we try and get Bill Kerbal back down to the planet safely. I don't know if we're going to manage that, because there's our splashdown. We need to obviously have a go with some planes and stuff. So I guess... detach? Okay. We detached. So now I want to point my bum retrograde. Doesn't look like the SAS system is actually using any batteries. But if we get really close, look at that. The texturing on that is definitely a lot better than what it used to be in previous games. There is a strange sound effect. Yeah, I think the kind of whole heating system is not enabled yet. You can see, I think that's the Kerbal's head bobbing around inside there. That's Bill's head. We'll just, like the doors held on with just one giant screw. Look, you even got hinges and stuff. No, there is power. The power is up here in the top right hand corner. It's got 50 units of power. Speaking of power, let's check out the power of my computer. So we are at about 90 frames per second up in sky. Looking down at the planet, we're down to 85-ish. GPU isn't going full throttle on this. Oh yeah, it is. It's pretty much going full throttle. It's got up to 70 degrees. And my CPU utilization is 18-19%. Remember, I'm streaming. That, you know what? Even though the clouds are a little bit messed up, that still looks nice. That looks so good. Oh, if they can fix the little quirks and bugs with this and add the features that they say they're going to, oh, it's going to be immense. Okay, let's try time dilation. And let's remove my overlay. Oh, what was that? I had a message and I didn't see it. It looks like SAS systems don't, like reaction wheels, torque, doesn't actually use electricity at the moment, which is probably a good thing for us. So how high up are we? We're just coming around 70 kilometers now. Yeah, I love the sky and stuff. It looks great. Something about not being able to throttle when using time warp, which was a feature they said they were going to add. Yeah, there's a lot of features that they say they're going to add. So basically, if you take the game as it is now, fix all the problems, add all the things they're going to say, add all the things that they say they're going to add, I think it's going to be a good one. But will they do it? Will they keep it up? Let's have a look. Fed says, I think it has great potential. Should be a great game once it's out of early access. I mean, obviously, they definitely need to improve the performance, otherwise my legs are going to get really warm. Let me just check something. There we go. Right, we're coming back. Wizard Brandon says once it's out of early access, it'll be like £60. I doubt it. What was it? Oh look, the Kerbal is clipping out the bottom of the craft. It was £45 UK pounds. I don't seem to be able to move the view of my camera with my middle mouse. Oh, it's my arrow keys. Oh no, I don't like that. No, why have we not used middle mouse? I don't know why they're not using middle mouse. Yeah, so I'm over the recommended requirements, but also I'm streaming. Okay, so I don't know if this parachute's safe to open yet, but I'm going to give it a go soon. We're 4 kilometers up, and I don't know how long it takes to open. So let's open it at 3. Don't even know if it's a good parachute. Come on, parachute, open up. Oh, it did inflate. G-forces weren't that bad, actually. Arrow keys? What is this? Open TTD? I don't know. We would have to land on the night side, wouldn't we? Then we can't see anything. Yeah, there is... Look, the... like, kind of... Is that an aurora in the background? It's hard to tell because it's messing with the... It's messing with the graphics on the whole thing. The sound of the parachute is really good. And it changes very depending on where you are. Let's turn the SAS system off because all that's doing is shaking us around. Looks like we're kind of on a hillside. Oh! That's something that they've done. Like, if you slow down time enough, it pauses. Okay, what's this that we found? Trees! There's trees down there. Are we going to land on a tree? There we go. It was a bit of a clunk. And you can see the grass sticking out of the can. But it says we've successfully landed or splashed down. It doesn't know which one. We can recover the vessel. When you recover the vessel, your vehicle will be recycled and your crew return to the space center. That's nice. Where's the button to do that? Do I right click on here? That's giving me a few things. Yeah, the trees have no collisions yet, though, as far as I know. Vessel actions. Lights. Brakes. Solar. Abort. Escape menu. What's this? Flight. Map. Tracking station. Non-stageable resources. Which is what that is. Then there's the parts manager. The flight report. Oh, there you go. Revert, launch and close. Why can't I recover from the flight report? What's this? The Kerbal manager. The action group manager. Okay. And the resource manager. And transfer things around. That looks like it could be a good thing. What's this then? Object cycling. Full control. We've got full control. Recover from the escape menu. Revert to launch. Recover vessel. Yes. Yes, Brandon. That's where it is. Interesting, that. Oh, there you go. Look, now it says Majesty in motion, and it's given us our stuff that we can do. So we can close. I mean, the vessel's gone already. Confirm the recovery. So then I just need to go back to the Kerbal Space Center, I think. Oh my goodness. Okay, should we try and do a plane? Try and do a plane. Let's get this one. Oh, that looks good. Oh, we went through the part. It's like a minimum zoom level that it'll look at that. Now that is a whole another level beyond what it was like before. It's like I zoom in, and then when I try and scroll about, it zooms me out. It's trying to be helpful. Fuel tanks grouped by... I don't know. Can I not filter by what's in it? That's methalox. We don't want methalox. We just want... TBT. Methalox, fuel tank, adapter. Fuel tank! I mean, that's the wrong kind of fuel tank, isn't it? Oh, hang on! There you are, look, the title is there, look. They're grouped by it. Well, that's good, I like that. So, is it methane we want? Hydrogen? That could be interesting. Nope. Okay. Okay, here we go then. Let's make a relatively long aircraft. Aerodynamics, wings and stuff. We don't want an intake. We'll put a nose cone on the back. Okay, there we go. Methane is rocket fuel. We want jet fuel. We want jet fuel. What we got? Hang on a second. Engines. Jet engines. Apparently middle click is favourite. It doesn't actually clarify. Let's get some wings. Ooh, wings. Look at that. Big wings. Now, can we change these wings? They've got a deploy angle. That seems to be good. Jet engine uses methane. It says at the top. Oh, okay, thanks. I must have missed that. Oh, yeah, methane jet engine. Yep. So much to see. Ooh. Yeah, what if we have some smaller ones here like that and then just a single one? I mean, that's huge. Can I make it smaller? Is it not procedural? That's wing control surface? The control surface is procedural. Or have we not got procedural wings in this yet? Oh, there's a nice tail section. I'll have that. Oh, that's better. Wings, stabilizers, control surfaces. Let's have a control surface. Let's have a dual control surface at the back. Oh, hang on, they're facing the wrong way. There we go. Yeah, we got tail sections in there, that's good. Yeah, I thought the procedural... Oops, I didn't mean to take that off. Oh, now it looks ridiculous. I love it. How many wings have we got on this thing? Oh, hang on. Do we have to... No? I'm not sure. You need a stabilizer on the back. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, stabilizer would be better, wouldn't it? Oh no, not extra small. There we go. Doesn't look like we can. Anyway, let's not worry about that. We'll put the big ones on... we'll put the big ones on here. we'll put the little ones. Oh my goodness. I wanted to keep the big ones on. How do I get these ones? There we go. Is that how you fix a part on? I'm not quite sure what those spanners are even doing, to be honest. Let's get some fuel in here. Get some small methane engines. That was not where I thought I was placing them. It appears that I can't attach them to the wing. Hey, just 1 second. Welcome to the chat. Yep, those will not attach to... Oh, hang on. They'll attach to this, whatever that is. But they won't attach to whatever that is. So what if we put... Was that a wing or a stabilizer? I broke it when welding it with a spanner. Oh no, now I broke everything. Yeah. Can I unweld? What's that? Snaps on, selection tool, workspace orientation. You need an intake for the engines. I need to be able to attach the engines to the body. These wings are on wrong. I have no idea why they're like that. Parts manager. Oh, there we go. Look, it's in the parts manager for the procedural thing. There we go. We can make a proper aeroplane now. Yeah, I know one of the wings is upside down, but I can't figure out how to take it off. I can't figure out how to set the wing off. It just won't let me. I've welded it on somehow. Oh, there's a trip planner, yeah. Action group manager, yeah. Kerbal manager. Can't I, like, turn it off? Oh, I managed to get that one off. Those ones are alright. These ones are not okay. This interface is a bit finicky. Like, closing those windows don't always work well. Yeah, the trip planner does show the Delta V. Oh, hang on. The wings are okay now. Oh, now they're on. I don't know what was going on. I was just clicking things randomly in some sort of... Look, now they'll attach. Yay! Oh, that didn't attach very well. Like, they're not aligned the same. Rotate and translate tool. Okay, so the rotate and translate tool looks okay. Oh, there we go. I actually managed to fix that. There is definitely some quirkiness going on. Okay, jet engines. Is it small or extra small? It is extra small. There we go. Looks like you have more options to screw things up now. That is true. Those are tanks, not engines. I know, Brandon. I'm using the tanks to build an engine-y bit. Aerodynamics, intake, the extra small intake. There we go. Have we got control surfaces on these? We have, haven't we? Okay, that's fine. So in theory, let's put some landing gear on this. Let's do the smallest ones. No, that's not going to do the trick. Tell you what, let's do a small one at the front. Yep. And then we'll do a medium one towards the rear. See if that helps. Oh, I highly doubt that that's a good idea. You know what? There's some things that are different and there's some things that are the same. I like the fact that there is a rotate and translate tool all in one. It seems a little bit finicky about choosing what bits you are and not playing with. You got gears and wheels, extra large on the wing. I think just like medium is all that we need, to be honest. Don't forget to add the fuel lines. I don't think we need the fuel lines. I think it magically translates through the wings. Oh, let's save this one because then if we want to carry. Oh, workspace. You got a workspace and a vehicle name. Okay. This is the test plane 001. Save. There we go. I guess we can try it. Oh, did I put it on the launch pad? I wasn't paying attention. Oh wow. Oh. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Fire up those engines. Sounds good. We have control surfaces, so that's okay. The natural wheel slant of the... There we go. I'm having to stop it from trying to go over... Oh, we're getting some trails. 57 meters per second, 60. I'm going to pull up and turn the SAS off. Or am I? I want to get the wheels in. Oh, it's actually flying. It's actually flying. Wheels, wheels. There's the wheels. Oh, my GPU's only at 66%. Oh, we are locked at 30 frames, though, for some reason. Oh, this is good. I mean, to be honest, if I stay over 30 frames per second while streaming, that's okay. Especially if they get it better. Brandon says, oh, I wonder if they natively add a joystick. Oh, look, we're buzzing the tower. Hi. Bob Kerman is... Oh, this actually handled... Let's see what happens if I turn SAS off. Oh, it notes... Oh my goodness, no. That was not good. Oh. Veto! And we landed! Oh my goodness. Okay. I didn't try and balance that craft at all. So let's revert to the VAB. and see if I can balance it so that it's actually flyable. You know what? The more I play this, the more I'm thinking that yes, you need an insane computer by the sounds of it, but I think we might be all right. I think we're in for a good one here, folks. I think we're in for a cracking game. Right, let's have a look. So assembly anchor, launch assembly, color manager. We'll have a look at that later. Oh, here we go. Look, center of pressure, center of mass, and center of thrust. So there's the center of pressure and there's the center of mass, and that's why it's not working very well. We need to bring that center of pressure backwards. So what if we use the parts manager? Oh no, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Does undo work? Yes, okay. Let's bring the not engineering report. Parts manager? Trip planner? Action group manager? What was it? Ah! Where's my plane gone? It just disappeared. Did I just delete the whole thing? Invalid paste. Oh, we have copy and paste? Down. What's it doing in the floor? Load. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Is that mine? I can't see. That's such a terrible image. That's on autosave. Let's go. This one's got no description. Load. There we go. I can't remember how I made the vehicle modification thing happen. The wing art. Are those your old vehicles from the last game? Oh, really? Maybe. We'll have to have a look at that. Trip planner. No. Action groups. No. Maybe the wings should be further back anyway. Oh wait, there we go. How do we get the procedural stuff going on? I have no idea. Let's get rid of that. Bring it further back. Where procedural? It gone way. You think it was in the parts manager? We're missing something here, folks. We are really missing something. I don't get it, though. I don't understand. We haven't even tried. Let's try moving these ones. Like the close button on the parts manager is terrible. You think it's in the parts manager. What, you think it's somewhere else? Advanced controls? It's not the advanced controls. Like if I right click on it, it brings up the parts manager and that's it. That's weird, that. You think I got it from the parts? See, yeah, people seem to think that I got it from the parts manager. Nice. Oh, I like that. Fantastic. Cool. I know that needs rotating though. Oh, no, that's the entire aircraft. Why can't I look at that the way I want to? Why am I doing the entire aircraft? I just want to rotate the little bit on the end. Oh, the aircraft's gone again. Oh my goodness. We're out of the skybox. Where are we? Click the spanner icon. I can't click anything now. Okay, I think we're gonna have to load it. When I double click on a thing, it should just load. Alright. Why? Oh, there we go. Right, let's see. Color it. Apply. There we go. That works. Go away, color manager. Thank you. Yeah, it's that spanner. So then the root length we can make quite big. The wing angle we can... Oh, it doesn't change the center of mass while you're doing it? That's a little bit... Or you can change how much the control surface is. Like... the span, the length, even the position. Like you can put the control surface closer to the end there, look. You can make a really deep control surface. Oh, I like that. You can even turn the control surfaces on and off. I didn't mean to do that. That is definitely not what I wanted. Okay, let's bring that back down again. So it is the spanner, but it's just a bit finicky. Right, so what did we want to change? Oh yeah, the center of mass. So then if we close that, does the center of mass update? One of my wings is upside down. What, again? Doesn't look like it. They're not upside down. They're fine. Aren't they? Looks okay to me. Right, I'm going to attempt to rotate this part on the end here. I want to rotate it in the blue orientation. Yay, I did it! I want to rotate this part as well. Cool, okay. We didn't end up like flying through the sky or anything ridiculous. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it over the top of this. Overwrite. Save. There we go. Oh, the wings aren't upside down anymore. Right, this centre of mass, I want to move it. But can I move it by just changing the wing tip angle? Oh, we can have a little bit of a thicker root. Or the wing angle. No, because that's not going to shift our centre of mass, really, is it? Oh no, it'll shift the, it should shift the centre of lift. So let's do that. Let's bring the wings forward a little. Is our centre of lift move? Doesn't look like it. I think it just takes the centre of lift. Like if I do that. Oh, it does move the centre of lift. Okay. Let's try and fix it so it's not ridiculous. The problem is you have to close that. Yeah, look, it needs to be further forward. Okay, a little bit forward then. Let's have that forward. A little bit more forward. There we go. Oh, it's a little bit too far forward. Okay, let's try again. Somewhere between the two. Let's try it at an angle. Can I type in here? Or why can't I type in this box and like put an actual feature, figure in? Okay, we'll try it at 60 degrees. Yeah, 60 is too far forward. And right, it's going to have to be 59 degrees then, isn't it? There we go. That's almost perfect. Now we need to fix these engines. Reattach them. Okay. Let's save that. Overwrite. Save. And launch. Runway 1. No typing lame. I know, Brandon. I know. Wow, that looks even better than last time. This time I'm going to turn SAS off. And we're going to set our engines to minimal. Turn them on. Maximum engine throttle. Wow, hang on a second. Look at this engine right above my head here. Now I'm going to turn it on. You'll see it kind of change. Like there's a little air disturbances. Can you see like the warm air coming out, making this the heat disturbances? I need to make sure that I'm actually going to go down the runway. Whoa! It is. I think I need to remove some control surfaces. Oh no, this isn't good. This is not good. Remember, the SAS system is turned off. We are slowly accelerating. The tyre squeak noises. There we go. Ta-da! SAS up. Oh dear. Normally engines are swept back to reduce the drag. Yeah, I know. This time we're pulling. We should make like a speed land racer thing. Okay, let's revert to launch and try that again. We'll use SAS for takeoff, shall we? You know what? Even though I'm complaining that my beefy GPU is being taxed very hard, the game is staying above 30 frames, even though I'm streaming. See, that's why I didn't want the SAS on. Look, it's bouncing. Let's turn the SAS off. Put the brakes. Have we got brakes? There's an abort button. Oh, it's too easy to go under the ground. They need to fix that. There appears to be holes and sand bunkers under the ground. We're also not pointing straight down the... Whoa! That was part of the problem. These wheels have steering. There we go. That's better. And I think these control surfaces... We should have removed those ones. Also, they're being wonky. Okay, we'll have to just deal with that. Right. Engines full thrust. Hopefully, without the rear wheel steering, we'll be doing better. Look at that hot air effect. The colours and the metallic look of the craft. I mean, it is terrible. Because it is ridiculous. Okay, we're on the turf. $62. Can we get it in the... No. We lost a wing. I love the squeaky... Okay. Let's tweak this. Yeah. When I crashed, the frames died? Did they? I didn't see that. Should we put the frames on the screen? Put the frames back on the screen. There we go. Right, so what we're going to do is with these wings here, we're going to remove the control surfaces. Oh, it was behind the parts manager when we first opened it and didn't realise. Okay, so we're going to turn the control surfaces off for those ones. Yeah, wheels further apart, Jack and Mac. That's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to need bigger wheels, though, because otherwise they're not going to reach the ground. So, let's get rid of that. Grab the wheels. I don't like that I can't move left and right. I can go up and down, and I can go in and out. I suppose... No, I don't know. Right. We'll go, instead of the medium ones, we'll go for the large then. Can I... Oh, I'll rotate them with the correct keys. Let's see. How much is that hanging down? That'll be okay, I think, once it's on. I mean, it does need to be further back. So let's use the rotate and adjust tools. That was the wrong kind of direction. You know what? I preferred the other rotate tools. It was much easier to see what you were doing. I think we might have to move them in and down a little. That's better, isn't it? They're like stabilizers, kind of. These control surfaces here, I feel like they need to be bigger. So let's go back to that. And do a long... No, not longer. A bigger span of control surface. There we go. We're a little bit longer. There we go. Right. Save. 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 Launch. Rear of the plane needs a... Oh my goodness, it's bouncing like... Oh wow, those wheels are heavy. In fact, is that front wheel even on the ground? Look, the nose of the craft is just like going across the bottom. And the sun is setting. Look at that shadow moving. You know what? If it wasn't for the terrible clouds, this would look really nice. Okay, let's try a night flight, shall we? Engines. Maximum power, please. Let's turn the steering of these ones off. There we go. That's much more stable. Is it ray trace? I don't know, but I'm not NVIDIA. That's a screenshot though, isn't it? Okay, we're doing much better now. We're keeping straighter-ish. The tail's lifting up already. Whoa! Gear! No! No! Ah. Does opening the menu to turn off the steering only do that for wheel you click on? I think it does it for both of them on the both sides. Oh, it has some sort of ray tracing capability, does it? I don't actually know what it has got, Jackamat, to be honest. Right, let's try that again. Full power. I'm going to get rid of this overlay because it's distracting me. Let's turn the SAS off. Because it just looks like it's trying to push it into the ground. We'll follow the landing lights. We'll just try and keep it as straight as possible. Oh yeah, we turn the steering off on these. I have no idea. Oh my goodness, it went up in the air. Well, what did we learn? We learned that we need to go back to the VAB. Oh dear. Egg says I've got loads of clips to make. Oh wow. I think there's going to be quite a few clips from this one. It's interesting. I don't know how I feel because, like, it's the beginning. It's day one of early access, and we've got such a long road ahead of us. Okay. What can we do? First of all, let's turn the steering off. There we go. Suspension off. There we go. Dampener strength max. Spring strength max. So it should be really stiff. That should help with the bounciness, I think. Sending Brandon into space. You know what we could probably do with trying to get into orbit after we finish playing with this plane? Couldn't we? Don't leave him behind again. Oh, it has ray tracing cores. Okay, cool. Hopefully now we're much less bouncy. Okay, here we go. It's a very slow start. I think the heavier... Maybe we need more engines. Kind of want it to glide. Orbit you round the ice cream moon. Look, this does feel a lot more stable, actually. Yeah, we're getting some speed up now. It was the bounce. It was the big... Oh no, we're going off track again. Nowhere near as bad as we were last time. We're still getting some speed up. Right. Another piece. Is somebody noting down all this feedback? This flight report needs to pop up a couple of seconds afterwards. You can't see half the crash. I know there's a lot of devs that have spent a lot of time and effort making fantastic plumes of smoke and sparks. And It just covers half the screen. You can't see it. Somebody making notes. We'll write a report. Because I believe the wheel fell off. I don't know if the wheel did fall off, actually. I think we just need more power to get up there. Yeah, I am right about that. Definitely right about that. Right. Once we make this flyable, not good, but flyable, I will... you know what? Let's try something different. How else could we get this going? What if... What if we had landing legs? Right? I mean, they've got the wrong kind of symmetry on here. How do I change symmetry? No, that's the... no, I want to change the type of symmetry. Okay, so landing legs don't work with mirrored symmetry. Oh dear. What about if we just go something a little bit simpler? And then we have extra power. So I think we need to give it... Okay, that looks good to me. I will bring them down a notch. And in a tad. Can I hold shift to do it a tiny bit? I can. There's a lot of the original features in this. Like holding shift to just do things a little bit. Okay, so that's going to give us... Now, what if we used a rocket? Can we have... where's the solids? Solid boosters. Here we go. Just to help us on our way. Yes. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to radially attach... Oh, that's payloads. Where's it? Structures? What's that? That's body. Strut clamp? Engine mount adapter, beam, body, panel. God, there's all sorts. Fuel tanks. Oh, couplings. Here we go. Stack, radial. Solid rocket booster on the plane. That seems like a good idea to me. There we go. Let's put it a little bit further down. Get the solid rocket booster. Just a little one. There we go. Pop it on there. Make sure it's facing the right way. And there we go. We can get rid of them once we get into the air, and I'm sure it'll be fine. But if we get into the air quickly, we'll be okay. So let's fire all of that at the same time. What do we reckon, folks? We're gonna have to play this game every Friday until it's amazing. Are we? Right then. So, it's a night launch. Control surfaces look good. Okay, let's light them up. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Quick, ditch them! Are they going to hit the ground? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Nice explosions. This just wants to nosedive. I am pulling up so hard. It's ridiculous. Episode 500, they finally add career mode. You know what? It depends how often they're doing it. That was an amazing takeoff. I just think the wings need to be swept back a little. It's just a little front heavy. So let's do that. Wing angle. Back a bit. There we go. Reattach these. Cool. We might actually have a weird but viable plane here. Okay, here we go. Remember, maximum throttle and everything. Here we go. I can't really get it across on stream how cool and awesome that sounds. We're still heading down a little. But we're doing okay. I feel like our wings need an angle on them. Yeah, they do. They need an angle on them. Okay, let me try that. It should really move the connected parts. Yeah, but with procedural parts like that, I guess you'd need an anchor point. And at what point, where exactly would that be anchored? It's a difficult thing to do, Jackamak. Nothing wrong with a little booster. Yeah, they're good boosters. Right, so what did I say I was going to do? Oh, yeah, angle the wings. So if we get this, click that, hold shift and do this. Then bring them down just a touch. That's much better. Much better. I think that's what I wanted to do. I mean, I have no idea why we got 3 sets of wings on this, but... why not, eh? Okay, right. Here we go. Let's, you know, maybe, depends how often they bring out updates for this game. Maybe every month we should do like a Friday, like a Rocket Friday. See how the game's getting on and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, here we go. Oh my goodness. I love that. Blowing up the runway. Nice. Oh yeah, this is much better now. Look. I know it's got SAS, but it's not ditching now. Speed. Ground speed is increasing. It can't barrel roll or anything like that. Maybe there's a problem with like the way that the control surfaces are set up. I'm not sure. There we go. It's taken us a little while, but we've managed to make a working craft that is just weird and wonderful. The music is actually really nice. I very often turn game music off, but it just seems so appropriate. This is by no means a good aircraft. I'm doing a very sharp turn around the launch pad, but it seems to be okay. Why is there a dock at the Space Center? You need a dock these days. What if you wanted to land a booster on a ship? The wing setup looks experimental. Oh, is the sun? Oh, the sun's setting, not rising. So can I time accelerate while flying a plane like this? Yes, but it does want to nosedive like crazy. The all-new hellish jet. Like, I'm constantly having to pull up. I think the idea is that you will be able to create proper ships. I'm trying to pull up here. Oh, I've managed it. I have actually managed it. What about the rockets from launching from underwater? Maybe, Jackamak. I don't like how things are popping and shading in and out of existence. If anything, they should fade in and out of existence. Let's see if we can land it. Oh, it's too fast, too start. Oh, we bounced. Oh, it appears it flies better with the engines off. Oh, we lost a wing. Oh, yeah. Brandon says, why would you launch from underwater? There's too much friction there. Only just for initial. And you can use, like, extra equipment that's under the water and stuff to push it out. Right, folks, what do you reckon? A little bit more tweaking or back to rockets? I'll let the chat decide. Hey, I'll let the chat decide. Okay, so I think if we adjust these and give the control surface more span, because we can. Bring its position back towards the middle a bit more. Give it a bit more of a length. And then these ones, they need more length. And I feel like we just need a little bit more power. So what if we double up the engines? Or we have engines on the top of here as well. Oh no, that would be terrible. That would just push us into the ground, wouldn't it? Or would it? Yes. Look, the center of pressure is there. Center of thrust is actually pointing straight backwards. Okay, it seems like a silly idea, but let's do it anyway. That's the point of Kerbal. Hey, Michael, welcome. Go to the moon? I don't know if we'll do that today. Maybe we need a part 2. Would everybody in chat like a part 2? Where we go to the moon and land on the moon? Okay. Go. I let go of them before they were finished burning. Oh, wow. Oh, this flies so much better. Oh, it's flying good. Can I turn the SAS off? Yeah, it does nosedive a little bit with the SAS off. Oh! With the SAS off, it banks properly. Oh, wow. Oh, this is fantastic. Look, there's some of the landing pads. You have to have a good bit of ground speed up though on this craft. It's more of a glider than anything else. Under the bridge. I think it's bigger than the bridge, Brandon. Oh, those boosters did go yeet, didn't they? Oh, look at this. Oh. It's flying upside down. It's flying better upside down. Why is it flying better upside down? Oh, we're the right way up now. Oh, now we're tumbling. Yeah, we're tumbling. Quick! Parachutes! Apparently it looks like a Klingon ship upside down. And that is a landing. You alright, Bob? Okay, I'm going to take off one more time just because I want to do that rocket thing again. And then we'll go and do the rocket. The booster thing. I want to do the booster thing and then do the rockets. We'll give it another go. Yeah, imagine a plane that was actually designed to fly the other way up. Right, here we go. Go. And then pitch down. Fire the rockets. Well, they're gone. They gone. Come on. Oh, no, it is letting me roll. Uh-oh. Okay, so a few rockets before we finish. Gecko, welcome to the stream. If there's a landing, you can walk here. It's a landing if you can walk away from it. Exactly. Otherwise, it's just a rapid, unplanned disassembly. Yeah, I said it right. Okay, let's now switch. Let's get ourselves a big command pod, some medium tanks. I can move up and down. Okay. Have we not got procedural tanks? Don't think we have. Okay. Here we go. I suppose really we're going to need an engine up here. Like a Methalox medium vacuum. with some sort of... Oh, look, we've got payload fairings, have we? I don't know what that is. It's a fairing. Okay, let's get rid of the fairing. Oh, also we want to be able to detach the cabin. So let's get the stack separator on the bottom. There we go. Oh, that's a stack decoupler, sorry. Let's get another stack decoupler and put that on there. Nice. Then let's get our engines and put... Nah, we want something bigger than that. Oh yes, that looks good to me. Now let's get our engineer's report. And our thrust to weight ratio... Apparently it's warning us we don't have a... Oh, this would actually take off. Let's make sure we've got a parachute. There we go. Parachute, decouple, engine, decouple, engine. Right, now we're going to have side boosters. It's a little bit... I don't know if they've changed the controls to navigate around, but... Radial decoupler, yep. We'll have 4 of them, why not? With some solid rocket fuel boosters. That's a heavy one. Let's get these ones. There we go. We get the solids to go at the same time as... Not as the stack separators. Same time as the core engine. There we go. And then we will use these separatrons. Are they the right way around? No. That's the opposite of what we want. We want the engine pointing into the vehicle. And the separatrons want to fire at the same time that we stack separate. Good. Okay. I think, I'm not sure, but this might get us to orbit. It's a bit chunky. Save. Vehicle. Chunky. Save. I haven't got a vehicle called Chunky. Oh well, never mind. Maybe some control surfaces at the bottom might help. So if we go... control surface small... Yeah, let's do that. Let's put them like this. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. And then I guess some sort of infrastructure. Not body panels, hubs or trusses. I want the clamp. Yep. We'll have some clamps. Do clamp. Oh no. We can't have clamps there. How about clamps here? Yep. Okay, there we go. Save that. Let's give it a go. See what happens, eh? And then if this goes well and you guys want to see more and I get feedback from you, should we wait until the sun rises? I mean, it does look good in the dark, but I guess we want to really be able to see more, don't we? I don't know which way the sun rises. Where's the airstrip? See, there's the airstrip, and we flew out that way. So the sun's set over there. So the sun rises over this way. Okay, I think I did it. There we go, we're alright now. So, the sun's in the sky. For some reason our rocket's really high up, but never mind. We've got Bob Kerman and 2 empty seats. I've got decouplers that are going to go straight away, which is no good. We want them going at the same time as our engines. Then we got the Separatrons, stacked decouple, second engine, breakaway, landing. Right. I think we can do this. Right, here we go. Nothing happened. Oh, I have to click go. That sounds and looks amazing. Okay, the game doesn't pause. Okay, let me pause the game. The game doesn't pause when you go into the settings, and it really should. Okay. Let's try turning this filtering off. Cloud quality to medium. Apply and close. I mean, it just looks a bit broken, to be honest. I kind of forgot about trying to get to orbit. We're going to lose our boosters soon. Well, the Separatrons did their job beautifully there. I mean, it doesn't look that realistic with the paint job. Look at the plume from the engine. You know what? I had reservations about this when I heard about how much it taxes your computer and how many bugs and stuff there are, and a lot of the bad reviews, but as long as they continue to deliver, this is actually a relatively good start. The sound and graphics, apart from the glitches, are fantastic. The way things move and look and shine, it just feels so good. Okay, oh my goodness, we're actually in space, I think. We are, I think that's 97 up. Okay, well, let's drop that stage. There we go. I guess, can we turn this engine on? There we go. Let's go. Let's time warp to this point here. No, we haven't been to the moon. We're just trying to get into orbit and just experiment with a few things. I think I'm going to have to turn the engines on slightly to help orientate ourselves to the prograde. Look at the engines there. They look so much better than they did before. Switching to the map and back is a bit slow. Let's turn them up to high power. Oh, it gives you a line for the second stage where it's going to be going into. That's cool. Oh, that looks absolutely beautiful. You got to remember, folks, that you guys are watching this in 1080, but I'm watching it in 1440. How do you plan the exit? What exit? We've got plenty of fuel by the looks of it. Brandon says, I can't wait for the base building and mining. Yes. To be honest, right, I think people have been... Like, I've looked at the reviews. I think they've been overly harsh. Assuming that they can make the performance better, especially for people without beefier computers. Assuming that they get rid of the bugs and assuming they deliver on the promises. This is going to be amazing. I'm a little bit blown away, actually. Thinking forward about how cool this is going to be. We've nearly made orbit. Whoa, the map camera's a bit weird. But as soon as we get past like the edge there and we're not actually going to crash, then I think we'll be cool. Loads of fuel. What is so demanding about this game anyway? It just needs optimizing. Here we go, here we go. So, it's hard to show you because there you go. So now we're missing, or we're starting to miss the side of the planet. And when we do that enough, we will no longer crash into the atmosphere. And we've got a periapsis there. Ideally, we need to get that up. So, let's do... Is that a radial out maneuver? Oh, look. Apogee and perigee. Oh, we're going the wrong way. We're going the wrong way. Push the perigee out the right way. Oh, we're spinning a little. We're spinning a little. Hang on a minute. Low power to get ourselves orientated. Now high power. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Right. So what's our height there? Oh, hundreds. Okay, cool. Should we try to get to the moon? I mean, we're not going to be able to lap. We probably can't land. Okay, that's the moon. Oh, look, you got a little tooltip that pops up there. The rotation in the map view is way too sensitive. I don't like it. Okay, let's time warp to here. We'll rescue him later. Crash into it, it counts. I guess we could actually just see... should we at least do we'll at least do a fly pass before the end of the stream, shall we? Right, let's have a look. So what... The idea is it looks like you're pointing at the moon, but you're actually pushing your orbit out to meet the moon on the opposite side. Yeah, my clouds are just broken. If my... and the edges of the land there is a bit broken too. But I'm sure they'll make that better, right? Okay, there we go. I'm not 100% convinced we've got enough fuel, but we'll see. We will see. And I'm eyeballing this. I haven't tried to do any maneuver nodes or anything like that. We have got 3,000 units of Delta V apparently, I think. So yeah, we're winging this. Like, severely winging it. Oh, I can do time acceleration, can't I? That's cool. Okay, couldn't do that before. Oh, I paused the game by accident. Okay. So, if I right click the moon and do set as target, we've come up a little high. But let's give this a go anyway. Without maneuver nodes. And then let's see if we can twist our orbit slightly. The pause. Yeah, they know about that bug. Is already known, Brandon, about the pause tooltip spamming the screen. So if we twist our orbit slightly, that's the wrong way. Okay. We've got about half the fuel of the second stage that we had when we started at liftoff. This layout here is nice because not only does it show where you like you can select which direction you want to go in, but it shows the orientation of your craft as well, which is nice. Now I'm doing a really slow burn here. Let's speed up a little. Okay. So we're not quite on the... We're pretty close. I've got a funny feeling like the angle, like the solar system's different, so the angle that you coming at is completely different to what it used to be. I'm not sure though. Let's oh wait, is that an intercept? Oh, I think we've got an intercept. There's an I-1 vehicle intercept distance from target. Let's walk to that point and see what we get. Where's up? Is it? Are we going to have to do... Are we going to get within its sphere of influence before it goes? No. Okay, that was weird. Should we do a few laps? Ooh. Ooh, we've got an intercept this time. There are, look. Took us a few times round. What did Egg say? You're crashing a... No, oh, nice Egg. I thought Egg said something then. Right, here we go. So we're going to enter its sphere of influence there. That is some sort of achievement, I'm sure. And now if we do a retrograde burn... Glowy spots. There's the moon. So we'll have a closer look at it. I presume I can bring my engines up there now. My retrograde to what? My retrograde to the moon. Where's the moon? Where's the moon? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't feel like it. But maybe I am. I think it's because we had a really bad approach. Yeah, it's because we had a really bad approach. There we go. Whoop. The orbit looked like an egg. Oh, it was an highly elliptical orbit. Right, let's do... let's get a close approach in. Let's go within... like 20k? Is that too close? How high are the highest bits of the moon? Should we do 30k? Okay. Ooh, what was that? What did I just do? Oh, well, apparently we're going in at 21k. Right, so the sun is over there. The moon is down there. I have no idea where Kerbin's gone. Maybe we'll have a closer look at some point. Is Kerbin up there? There's Kerbin. Kerbin's up there. Right then, let's get closer. Here we go. Yeah, I saw that the Steam reviews look mixed, Brandon, as well. People complaining that like the features aren't there for a game that's in early access, which is... Oh, graphical glitches. Now, we're not going to be on the bright side of the moon. Maybe we should bring our orbit in to have a closer look on the brighter side. I think we've got the fuel to do it. Let's have a look. Oh no, we will be close to the moon. Okay, let's just time warp to that point then. Oh, that's quite nice, that. What do you think, folks? Should we attempt a landing? I'm pretty sure chat's going to say attempt a landing. Attempt a landing? We haven't got any landing legs. And I don't think we've got enough fuel to get back. Attempt it, it's creative. Save first? I don't know if I can, how I can do it. Let's have a look. Save game. Okay. Save. Before moon. Save. There we go. So now we can land, come back to this save and fly back again. Because it's creative, we're exploring. Okay, in that case, let's go to the map a moment. Yeah, let's go... Oh, we're already facing retrograde. Let's put our engines on. We're going to attempt a landing. Just like real life, save before landing. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. Yeah, we've got some fast forwarding to do. Because I want to be kind of at the periapsis when I start, or just past it. Game paused. Really? Okay, there we go. Game unpaused. So now, if we turn the engines on, maximum power, we've got a landing over there. Ooh, in a, or potentially near a crater. Like, how fast are we going? 500 meters per second. How high are we? Not very. Do you think we're going to make the crater? Right. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I need to slow down. Retrograde. Okay. Full power to slow down. We're 7 kilometers up. We're still going 300 meters per second. Yeah, we got fuel for at least a landing. 200 meters per second. I think we're okay, actually. I like how the music has changed to tense music. I don't want to try and reach that crater and fail. So let's just get rid of most of our surface speed and then bleed us down to the ground. There you go. We're going 100 meters per second across the surface at the moment. Yeah, 200 meters per second is pretty fast, Brandon, but it's all relative, isn't it? Okay. Ground level. Yep, we're on ground level already by default. We're 3 kilometers up. I'm going to bring our speed, surface speed down to about 50 meters per second. Fuel is looking okay at the moment. We're 2.5 kilometers up now. Still coming down at roughly 50 meters per second. Okay, so we're now 2 kilometers up. I'm going to slow us down a bit more. Slow us down to about 30 meters per second. Less than 2 kilometers now. 1.5 kilometers to the ground. Gonna keep us at this velocity for now. We come in peace. I don't even know what here. We'll probably end up coming in pieces. Right, we're 1 kilometer up now, so I'm going to slow us down a little bit more. The ground doesn't appear to be very flat here, so we're coming in at 25 meters per second. 20 meters per second now, roughly. Surface is looking cool. I'm concentrating on what I'm doing though. 500 meters per second. I'm going to slow us down just a little bit more. Maybe about 10 meters per second I want to come in at. Okay, we're coming in a little fast. I mean a little slow, sorry. Coming in a little slow. We need to speed up. The ground here does not look very even at all. We're on the side of a hill. Okay, less than 200 meters to go. Slowing down now. Looks like we're slowing down about right. 2 meters per second we're coming down at. And we have landed? Are we going to fall over? We're going to fall over. Are we counting that as a landing? Max power! Well, look at this. The terrain is definitely much better, much more varied. I'm surprised about the colour, actually. Definitely surprised about the colour. Are we counting that, chat? Oh my goodness. There we go. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. I wonder if we can get back into orbit. If only we had some crackers. Yeah, that looks about right. It was a bit italic, but it counts. Yeah, I think that counts. Okay. Let's see if we've got enough fuel to make orbit. We wasn't planning on this. This craft was supposed to just orbit Kerbin. This has been like a bit of a bonus. Oh, are we going to be able to get home? If I can fly this home. So periapsis at. Not great. That's fine, I think. We're a bit close to the surface. What's going on inside those engines? Is that a bit of Z fighting, or no? That's light. That's a light shadow problem. Anyway, let's try and go home, shall we? And again, we'll try and do it without maneuver nodes because I like the challenge. Bye, Moon. No way. Got into space, orbited Kerbin, got to the moon, landed, took off and orbited the moon with a rocket not designed for that. Well, you never know what's going to happen, Brandon. We might make it home, folks. It's close. It is very close. And we might have to do a bit of aero braking. But we might be able to do it. We're going to have to dip the aircraft into the atmosphere. We've got 775 meters per second of delta V left. Let's get ourselves in a very close orbit. Okay, bye Moon. Hi Kerbin. Hi lag. What was that? Oh my goodness. Right. Okay, we're back at Kerbin. And one thing we need to do now is bring this orbit so it won't enter the moon's sphere of influence. Because if it does, we've got a problem. Right, let's find out what we've got here. So we are doing. We don't want to do prograde. Oh, I wasted a few meters per second of delta V prograding then. You know what? Apart from the glitchy stuff, this is beautiful. I'm not sure if I like this dotted effect around the nav ball. I feel like a lot of the graphics, and especially some of the UI, they've tried to make it a little bit too retro fighter. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're out of the sphere of influence of the moon. Now, I don't want to run out of delta V, because if I do run out completely, I haven't got enough to dip myself in the atmosphere. So we'll burn this down until we get to about 100 or maybe 50. I think that should be enough. $59. I'm not pushing it any more than that. You know what? Let's time warp to that point. Put the other end in the atmosphere. We might actually land this. Can't believe it. Okay, the craft is turning around again to go retrograde. Okay, there we go. Now we use aerobraking, Brandon. Now we use aerobraking. So we put our periapsis into the atmosphere. So we just turn the engines on, do retrograde. Our perigee, sorry. Is it a perigee or periapsis? We just make sure that that is around 50 kilometers. 50 to 60 kilometers. And then we can time warp back round to the other side of the planet. And you can see we're going to start entering the atmosphere soon. "20 meters per second of delta V remaining." What's our height? We are at 64, 63 kilometers. We'll go sea level to begin with. Aero braking, best braking, says Lucas. Oh, I want to know how many hellish points everybody's got. Brandon's got 571. Let's refresh the page. Oh, I need to log in. Quickly. We're flying around the planet. Brandon's now got 901. I think. Anyway. We're back. We're back in KSP. Hello and welcome everybody who's been tuning in recently. Yeah, it is working. It's working very slowly. We'll use that last 20 meters of delta V to bring it in as much as possible. So we'll go when we get to our... I mean, we are dipping in. We can't go any faster than that through the atmosphere. And we may as well use up the rest. I play like a pro. It's almost as if I've played this game before. We should put like a news title thing out, or maybe we should make a short. First time Hellish plays KSP2, accidentally visits the moon and back. Let's get ourselves retrograde and use the last little bit of fuel we've got remaining. Just to try and get ourselves coming down. We might even land in the ocean. Oh, I think it's going to be a land landing, maybe. Okay. We're pointing retrograde. Last bit of fuel. We're currently at 170,000 meters. Engines up for the last time. And that's it. We're out of fuel. We're not going to revert. That has brought us down to 133, 132 kilometers. So if we time accelerate, let's see how it goes. I'd be surprised as well, Brandon, but you never know. We might do it. I mean, there's no need to carry the fuel section now as well, so we can get rid of that. So let's time accelerate, and we'll stage the bottom section. But before we do that, we'll reorientate ourselves. Yeah, we are bleeding speed. We're gonna have both ends of our orbit in atmosphere in no time. It's a nice hue and glow from the sun around here. Is it called the sun? Kerbal. There's a nice view of like a Kerbal eclipse. Time decelerates. Yes, I have done. We are running at 1 time speed now. And I think... Hey, P. Vader. You read that you need a big card? I am playing 1440p on max settings and streaming. Currently, my GPU is working at 41% to give me 56 frames per second. Let's pop that on the screen. There we go. So we've got 55 frames per second. My GPU has popped up a little bit. It's at 66% now. Core temps are under 70 degrees, which is not too bad for the warm room that I'm in now. CPU's at 19%. And all my details are on my website, so you can go to masterhellish.net go to the About option in the menu, and that will tell you about my computer and the server that we've got here. Okay, let's see what the situation is from the map. Yeah, I think we're coming in. We're almost certainly going to be coming in. So let's detach... Oh, there's the moon over there. There's the moon. Let's detach the capsule. Hopefully this goes okay. Okay, that went well. Bob, we have detached. Let's put our bottom forward, so to speak. Yeah, the game does have hardware utilization issues, but to be honest, it's also doing a lot. Let's have a look. Can we have a look inside? There we go. There's Bob inside. I mean, look at that. You couldn't look. There's buttons and screens and cables and all sorts inside that capsule. Hello, Bob. We never had that level of detail before. It's a whole nother level, a whole nother game. Anyway, let's see if we can actually land. So, looks like, yeah, at our highest point, we're going to be around, I would say 68k up. So I think we can just fast forward now. We'll be alright for a little while. 64k. That's 65 kilometers up. I'm just looking at the altimeter down the corner. There's 66 and we're still going up. Most of the details are really good. 68 kilometers. Looks like we are going to hit 69. There we are. We're 69 kilometers up. This is actually the 69th episode of Having a Crack. If you want to have a look at some of the other games I've had a look at, then go have a look at the series on my channel. It's actually some good stuff in there. Recently I did a look at... What happened? Why vessel destroyed? What? Everything was fine. I didn't even have... What? I didn't press anything. I didn't even have my hands on my keyboard and mouse. I don't think it burnt up. It was at 69 kilometers. I think the Kraken got us. Ugh. Let's see what save games we've got. We've got a save from 2 minutes ago by the looks of it. The rocket you detached. Maybe. Okay, let's go back to the autosave, I guess. Yeah, that appears to be like 2 minutes ago. Let's load that, shall we? See what happens. Early access. Right. So we're in exactly the same position. So we can test whether it just goes horribly wrong or not. I am going to fast forward. I didn't hit the ground. I was 69 kilometers up. Look, we're doing it now. I'm doing it in fast forward. Look there. Look, that piece of equipment there. Don't know what happened with that. Let's just fast forward and see what happens. So So we got to... Ah, look. The other item just disappeared. The second stage just disappeared. So I wonder if it was that. Let's fast forward. We've gone out the atmosphere now. There we go. Entering the atmosphere while time warping. I think. G-Force. It was G-Forces. I think. 54 Gs. No, that can't be it. Glitch? Crew. Just says vessel destroyed. I don't think G-Force... No. Right, let's try again. But this time, we won't time accelerate when coming back in again. Yeah, we won't use time dilation. There's no heating in the game just 1 second. It's not a feature they've added yet. Or maybe there is feature... I don't know when I pulled 54 Gs. Maybe that's part of the glitch. Okay, so here we go. We're going to time accelerate until we get out of the atmosphere. And then when we come back into the atmosphere, we'll time accelerate and see if that makes a difference. Okay, we're about to go out of the atmosphere. We're only just doing it. There's... There you are, look, it says it, look, came in a little hot. It's not the G layer. It's came in a little hot. I'm not sure it is the falling piece. Do you think it's thinking the wrong bit? No heat shield, adjust pure speed. Free QA for the devs. Is it just because there is absolutely and utterly zero heat shield and it just doesn't like that? I don't think it's the second stage, because you can see that second stage down there. And it disappears after a while. Try turning the ship around. That seems like a terrible idea. Let's do it. Surely, though, there'd be some sort of gauge. Like, we're in the atmosphere, then we're not. We're at orbit. Our engines are off. Oh, there's the heating dial. We're at 74 degrees. And our G4, our vertical speed is almost 0. Where's the G? Oh, there's the G ratings. So we're in the green for the G ratings. Our heating dial is saying 72 degrees. Bobby's definitely toasty. Heading. You are totally right. Heading, not heating. Both are done in degrees, or they are in my country anyway. It appears that there is 0 heating information. Flight report. Yeah, apparently we've already experienced 54 Gs. So I'm not sure what's that. Vehicle launch, entered the moon. Oh look, it says vessel landed. So it did actually count the landing. Parts manager. Control status fully functional. Torque is active. We've even got RCS thrusters in there, I think. The chutes are safe. That looks all good. Can't close the parts manager because that X is tiny and there's no button for it. Kerbal manager. Looks like that's all good. See, look, the Kerbal manager has a box that comes up around the X which you can click in. But the parts manager does not. Like, you have to actually click on the X character itself. Do you think the rotating's working? Well, I'm not time warping at the minute. Are we coming back down? We are coming back down. So, yeah, they're missing the button around the X for that compared to the other panels. So either it was the time warping or it was the orientation of the vessel by the seams of it. Either way, I think we're all in agreement that that shouldn't have happened. So, should we time warp now? Let's have a look. Have we got monoprop? Oh, we have! The X itself needs to be in a different colour. No, look, like when you look at the Kerbal manager, that X up there, when you hover over it, it gets its little red outline and you can click anywhere within that box and it will close. But when you go to the parts manager, you don't get a little box and you can't click in the area around it. You have to click on it. You're thinking that her nose is helping to deflect heat around the module. Should we turn it around? We're going to have to turn it around at some point, otherwise it's going to come in like a bullet. I'm going to turn it round. See, there's just a hatch there. There's no temperature readout anywhere. That I can see. We've got stability on and off. Or is it me or are the clouds looking better? No, the clouds aren't looking better. How's KSB2? Broken. Incomplete. But fantastic. At least it's going... it's probably going to be fantastic. Unpolished, unfinished, buggy, but potentially going to be brilliant. How's that sound? How's that? I don't want to time accelerate now because we're actually making it in. My GPU is running. Let's have a look at the GPU stats and stuff. GPU is running at full 99%. My hand is feeling the warmth of the air coming out the top of my computer. But I am running at 1440p, all settings maxed out, and I'm streaming, and I'm getting 50 frames per second. Not too bad. Yeah. And also what you got to remember is now, like, the amount of people playing KSP 2 has just shot up, like, exponentially, because, like, they had, like, only in-house devs and play testers and things like that. Now there are potentially thousands of people doing this, and they're going to get a lot more feedback for them to be able to process. And in fact, it's going to be potentially quite difficult for them to begin with. It is. Should we do a giveaway? Why not? Let's start a live giveaway for Going Under. If you want to take part in the giveaway, go to portal.masterhellish.net. All the information you need should be there, along with a way to enter. You can also check out your Hellish points while you're there. If your username on Twitch or YouTube doesn't match your username on the website, you can fill in your external username on your profile, and that will help you get your Hellish points. Brandon says it went from like 100 people testing to at least 3,000, judging by the amount of Steam reviews. Yeah. I like the interface. The interface is good. It just needs some fixing up and finishing off. It's in the right direction. Like, it's got so much. I mean, you got to.
Well, here we go. It's tangent time.
You got to remember, folks, I'm a developer. I may not be a game dev, and I'm definitely not an OpenTTD dev, but I am a developer. I understand the development process. I've been playing computer games now for 30 years or more. I mean, how old am I? Well, maybe not 30 years. Well, actually, maybe roughly around 30 years. Because when did Sonic 2 come out? Because that is when I got my first. I mean, I played computer games before Sonic 2, but that's when I got my first console that I owned. And Sonic 2 had only just come out. No, that's not the film, the game. I don't care about the film. No, don't go to the App Store. I want to know about it. Oh, there we go. Everybody's so 1992. I think my maths is about right here. So if I get 2023 minus 1992, that's saying 31, but I'm the years, so we round the months. Yeah, 30 years. I've been playing computer games for 30 years, and I'm also a developer. I follow the development of games. I don't just wait for them to come out and go, oh, I enjoy this. It's like it's an interest to me. I watch videos and blogs and stuff about game development, about AI and AI in games. That's not the right thing. There we go. That's not the right thing. Is it this one? No, that's not right. There we go. I found the right scene. I don't have a scene for KSP2 yet. So yeah, like reading patch notes, watching live streams where developers are talking about the way they do things and things like that. And like I said, I'm a dev. I'm just not a game dev. And there are similarities. There are differences, for sure. But I get it. Like, I understand. And as long as the studios and the publishers allow the process to carry on and be good, then yeah. Brandon says, I like reading the patch notes for some games. I feel like it's one of the best ways to understand what's going on. Unless you're going to like watch snapshot videos, for example, from YouTubers all the time. It's one of the best ways. That's more than 30 years? Yeah, but the odds are that I got the Sega Mega Drive 2 with Sonic 2 for my birthday, which is in September. And Sonic was released in November of 1992. So I either got it for Christmas, December 1992, or I got it September 1993. Jack Mac says, that survival game. Oh, the RCS just fired for a minute then. Had a weekly content update and every week on the clock since launch. Okay. It's not just dedication from the devs, Jack Mac. It's organisation, it's planning. We're starting to get low now. So I might get some heating. I'm not sure. But you have to remember that there's a lot of design and planning and iterations that go into things like this. We're actually coming in really well. We had a really good angle of attack coming in here. We get to see a different part of Kerbin. Some of the hill areas. Oh, you started on the Atari? I mean, I'd been gaming before that, right? Definitely been gaming before that. But what I mean is that's when I owned my first gaming platform. Not counting the ZX Spectrum, because I was quite young when I owned the ZX Spectrum. We didn't have many games that worked on it, and I didn't play on it a lot. I own one now. It's up there in that case. I bought one. Right, what's our altitude above the ground? 7 kilometers. I'm going to open this chute soon. Frames per second has dropped down to 28. I'm going to do shoot. Has that chute got a hole in it, or is that just graphical glitching? Oh, no, that is fine. That is as expected. Little puffs from the RCS ports. Probably turn the SAS off now. Hey, Bob. It's looking good, mate. It's looking good. Look at this. Like they've got the winch in there at the the anchor point, and the actual bits for the chute to go in and out. No, the chute wasn't faulty. It's just a different sort of chute to what I thought it was. We're going down at 9 meters per second, which is a bit quick. I think it's survivable, but it's a bit quick. I don't seem to be able to drag. I can move my relative position with the arrow keys. The models do look good. Like, these wires don't look great. But I think I turned... No, the anti-aliasing is still on. Maybe it's just because it's a bit too sharp. But those are the sorts of things that they can tweak and improve. Shadow down there looks nice and smooth. Trees, the trees have shadows. There's almost like a little path coming up there. Nice variation in the hillsides. Here we go. RCS and SAS on now. Oh, the lovely clonk sound as we hit the floor. Well, there we go, folks. Bob Kerman is back after landing on the moon by accident. I don't know why we had those issues up in space orbiting Kerbin. We probably shouldn't have had those issues. But, man, look at that. Look at the trees. Individual branches by the looks of it. Nice. I mean, they do need to be collidable. I'm sorry, but they do need to be collidable if they're not collidable already. I can't seem to... oh, I can move myself. It's a bit weird with the arrow keys. I can't zoom in any more than that. Should we EVA? No. Oh, we've gone into the floor. We've gone into the floor where we can see the bottom of the trees and the space beneath us. Why is it every game I play I end up under the floor? First Transport Fever, now this one. There we go. So what happens now? Well, I believe we can bring up the escape menu and we can recover the vessel and confirm. And it says, very good. Jeb is very proud of you. Oh, Jeb's proud of me. Somehow we managed to experience 54Gs. I have no idea how. We launched a vessel. We entered the moon's sphere of influence. We landed. We entered Kerbin's sphere of influence. Landed the vessel and recovered it. In KSP2. What a start, eh? What a start. Probably the time warp transitioning between atmosphere and space and vice versa. Lucas, that's my guess as well. That's my guess as well. Let's close this now and go back to the centre. Wow, we're back already? The loading times in this game are brilliant. Oh, the clouds look better. Or do they? It's still not quite right. They are better, actually. Or are they? No, they're not. They've still got the same problem, look. Bit weird. Impromptu mission complete. Well, folks, there we go. What do you think? Chat, what do you think? I am definitely more excited than I thought I was going to be after... What's this been? Oh, we've gone on for an extra hour. The moon touchdown was cool. If it wasn't going to tip over, I'd have left it there a little bit longer. But I just hammered it so that we could... And we ended up coming back. It's a good start. It feels like a good start. I don't think I would recommend anybody buying it just yet. But if over the next couple of months we see some of these bugs starting to get ticked off the list and some of the features starting to get added and the rate is nice and it still feels good, then I think in the future this is going to be a game that not only I would recommend but also enjoy playing and stuff. It is. Look, we're in the. I'll show you. I'm in this screen, and I'm getting 45 frames per second. This is a computer that can run CS:GO, max frames, so 400 frames a second, and only use half of its GPU. When I render videos, I usually render them quicker than I can edit them. I'm not saying it's the best in the world, my computer or anything like that, but you got to say it's a bit beefy. DJ says, now you can't go back to KSP1. I feel like we kind of need to. We've got to finish. We've got to do... What is it we've got to do? We've got to go to Eve, haven't we? Brandon says, I'm not sure CSGO is a good benchmark. It's like 10 years old. Yeah, it's not the best benchmark, but like it's one of the pieces of information you can pull together to kind of give it a good benchmark or get an idea of it. Okay, folks, let me have a quick look at my... Oh, we need to finish the game giveaway. I am going to give you guys just like 2 more minutes to enter that game giveaway if you want to. Remember, portal.masterhellish.net is how you can enter. Hello up there. We haven't used Cam 2 much today, have we? Sometimes we don't need Cam 2, but then every now and then Cam 2 comes in handy. And Cam 2, actually Cam 2 never used to be Cam 1. Cam 1's always been this one. See this one here? This is what used to be my main camera before I started using that one that you can't see because of the lights. And now I just use that one for work. So this is my work camera. That's my main cam. That's Cam 2. I've got a camera on the 3D printer behind me as well. So we've got a few. Does the bot not post to YouTube? No, Brandon. Or maybe it does and it's not working. I don't know, actually. Shall we have a quick look? I'm not getting any errors. No errors on my side. Let's switch around here so you're actually looking at me. Here we go. Let's just check a couple of things because we have had the issues recently. Okay, so API requests are coming in and out. Looks good. I can see... Oh, there has been some errors. I wonder what were the... Oh, the one error, apparently. I wonder what the one error was. Let's have a look. Over the last 6 hours. Yeah, look, that looks fine. So I don't know why it isn't coming out on YouTube. Maybe I disabled it. Maybe I disabled it without thinking, Brandon, because it costs us a lot of points. P Vader says, I play on Linux. I can't wait years for KSP2. Maybe it'll work great then. Yeah, maybe it will. Maybe by the time it'll come by. Okay, let's end that live giveaway and find out who won it. And the whizzer.
Fantastic.
The winner, Cosmic Mishap. Congratulations, you have won a copy of Going Under. That will be whisked off to your email address right away. And you know what? We're going to just use the wheel to give somebody some hellish points. Yeah, why not? Let's give 10 hellish points to a random person in chat. Why not? Just to check it's working, eh? There we go, looks good to me. I'm seeing people from Twitch and I'm seeing people from YouTube. There we go. Drabsnat. Well, if... what? Lucas, you should be on that list still. Why won't it be you? Why won't it be you? Eh? I don't see why. If you've got an account on my website, Drabsnat, you have just gained 10 hellish points. But if you you've lost it. But no, the all my integrations seem to be working as designed, which is fantastic. And you guys are fantastic. This has been a great evening. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. I'm going to go off to bed now. I would love to play this longer, but I accidentally woke up at 4:30 this morning and never got back to sleep. And then I've done a full day's work and then we've done this. So there we go. You don't have an account on the website. Well, you just wasted your points. You should get an account because then you could enter the giveaways because they're free. They're free to enter and you might win. People do win. But anyway, like I said, I digress. I'm going to keep a close eye on this. If you are not watching this live, or even if you are watching it live, go to the YouTube video of this live stream. Not in chat now, the YouTube video of this live stream, and leave me a comment. What do you think? Whether you're watching live or whether you're watching this video afterwards, go to the comments. What do you think? Do you want to see more of KSP from me? Are you going to get it straight away, or are you going to wait? Do you want to see more of my videos? If you do want to see more KSP2 from me, what sort of thing do you want to see? I have got an idea for a bit of a different series, but the game is not at the point where I could start that yet. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll wait for some content. But that's going to be all from me for now. Thank you everybody so much for joining me tonight. Remember, we've got our OpenTTD video tomorrow and a Factorio video on Sunday, and I will be back next Tuesday for another live stream of OpenTTD, where we will be announcing our monthly giveaway winners. So thank you very much, everybody. Take care. Goodbye for now, folks. Ta-ra.